Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Philip, Lynsey's stepfather, and on behalf of Anne and myself, I'm very happy to welcome you to this wonderful day celebrating the marriage of Lynsey to Christopher. I've known Lynsey since she was first born, and I can tell you she's grown into a beautiful young woman and a fantastic bride, and I'm sure that you will agree that she looks amazing today. She and Chris, with some help from some close friends, have done a wonderful job organizing today's celebrations. We are very, very proud of our Lynsey today. Many people have traveled great distances to be here today. Lynsey has her sisters and their families from the UK, also my son and his family, and my daughter and her boyfriend. Lynsey even has a school friend here that she used to play netball with at her middle school back home in England. Thank you, Roseanne and her mother Heather, for coming all this way via the UK and via Canada to join in the celebrations. It's amazing how far some people will come for a good meal and a great party. Now I believe that tradition dictates that a dad should mention a few anecdotes about his daughter. I know Lyns will now be getting rather nervous about what I'm about to say. But you can relax, Lyns. I'll really embarrass you when we hit the dance floor. It's hard on a day like this not to think back over the last 30 years and remember some of the events that maybe shaped her later life. When she was a little girl, she loved to do gymnastics, netball, and artistic roller skating. Indeed, on 2 occasions, she made it to the USA Skating Nationals in Fresno and Syracuse. But as you can imagine, with all that sportiness, we also made several visits to the hospital to have various injuries x-rayed, stitched, plastered, and generally taken care of. We think that this was where Lyns got to be interested in the medical profession, and I'm sure many of you today know that he's now a really good x-ray tech, helping lots of local people who need attention, just as she did all those years ago. Second story. As she got older, we ventured to the Greek islands for our vacations, and we will always remember eating in the tavernas at night. The waiter would bring a basket full of delicious bread, which would be immediately demolished, single-handedly, by Lyns. And of course, by the time her real meal arrived, she was full up and unable to eat any of it. We now know that her bread craze as a young girl was influential in her waiting for the right man to come along. She was obviously waiting for the bread delivery man to arrive. We are happy to get to know Chris. This has been difficult at first due to the distance between Connecticut and Jersey, where Anne and I live. Florida, beg your pardon. Yes. We did, however, Skype and FaceTime and speak on the phone often. We got to know Chris as a very generous, caring and loving partner to our daughter, and we wish them both a long and happy future together. And in closing, I would ask you to raise your glasses and be upstanding so that we can toast Lynsey and Chris. Wishing you, Lynsey and Chris, great happiness, a long, loving life together, making your dreams come true. Thank you.